There comes a moment in every life when the weight of the world feels heavier than yesterday, when the road ahead seems steeper, and when the obstacles look unmovable. But it is in these very moments that the truth reveals itself. Life does not become gentler, and the path does not suddenly smooth itself for our comfort. Instead, we discover a strength within us that we never knew existed. We learn that the human spirit, when tested, does not break, it transforms. And as we rise after every fall, as we push forward despite the storms, we begin to understand that nothing around us has grown easier. It is we who have grown greater. Challenges that once frightened us now sharpen our resolve. Battles that once felt impossible become steps toward our destiny. My friends, you are not here to witness ease, you are here to witness your own evolution. And today, you will come to see that every struggle you face is simply preparing you for the victory you are meant to claim. Growth is born from struggle. And in the quiet moments of your journey, you will come to understand this truth more deeply than any lesson written in books. When life places obstacles in your path, it is not to punish you, nor to break your spirit. It is to awaken the strength that has been sleeping inside you. Every challenge you face is an invitation to rise, to evolve, and to transform into someone you never imagined you could become. The struggle you feel today is shaping the courage you will stand with tomorrow. Just as a seed must push through darkness to touch the light, you too must confront the pressures and uncertainties of life. So you can grow into your fullest potential. There will be days when you feel overwhelmed, when the weight of your responsibility seems too heavy to carry, when the world demands more of you than you think you can give. But it is in these moments that growth is happening, even if you cannot see it yet. Each setback builds resilience, each disappointment strengthens your focus, and each moment of doubt fuels your determination. Struggle is not a sign that you are weak. It is evidence that you are being prepared for something greater than your current circumstances. Without the tension, without the trial, without the fire, you would never discover how powerful you truly are. As you move through life, understand that challenges are not walls meant to stop you. They are doors leading you to your next level. They are placed before you not to intimidate you, but to show you what you are capable of. When you push against difficulty, you exercise the muscles of character, courage, and purpose. And with every effort you give, you become wiser, stronger, and more grounded in who you are meant to be. Growth is not born from comfort. It is born from the struggle you choose to endure. It is forged in the moments when quitting seems easier than continuing, but you decide to rise instead. Remember this: you do not grow by avoiding challenges. You grow by facing them. You do not become stronger by wishing life were easier. You become stronger by embracing reality with an open heart and an unshakable spirit. Each hardship carries a lesson. Each obstacle carries wisdom. And each struggle carries a new version of you waiting to be revealed. And when you look back one day, you will see that every difficult moment was a stepping stone guiding you toward your purpose. So when struggle comes, do not fear it. Welcome it as a silent teacher. Allow it to stretch you, shape you, and refine you. For it is through struggle that transformation becomes possible. It is through struggle that greatness is born. And it is through struggle that you become the strongest, most resilient version of yourself, a version capable of achieving what once seemed impossible. Ease is not the goal, progress is. And when you understand this truth, the way you see your journey begins to change. Many people look at life and hope that one day the challenges will disappear, that the path will become smooth, and that hardship will finally loosen its grip. But life was never designed to remove obstacles. It was designed to develop the strength within you. Every difficulty you encounter is shaping you, preparing you, and molding you into someone capable of much more than you were yesterday. It is not the world that must grow softer. It is you who must grow stronger. And every moment of discomfort, every season of pressure is the training ground for your evolution. Progress is the quiet victory that happens behind the scenes, long before anyone sees the results. It is built in the hours when no one is watching, when your struggles remain unseen, and when your efforts feel unnoticed. But it is in these hidden moments that your character takes shape. You learn discipline when you choose to rise even though you are tired. You learn patience when the results do not come as quickly as you hoped. You learn resilience when life challenges you again and again, and you still step forward with courage. Progress is not measured by how easy life becomes. It is measured by how deeply you grow through every experience. You must remember that growth demands resistance. Just as muscles become stronger by lifting weight, your spirit becomes powerful by facing challenges. If life were always gentle, you would never develop endurance. If everything came easily, you would never know how capable you truly are. It is the struggle that awakens your strength, the pressure that reveals your potential, and the adversity that teaches you to rise. Progress is not born in comfort. It is born in those moments when you question yourself, yet continue anyway. It is born when you take one more step, even when the path feels uncertain. Never mistake difficulty for failure. Difficulty is a sign that you are expanding beyond your previous limits. It means you are stepping into spaces that require a stronger, more refined version of yourself. You are stretching your abilities, stretching your patience, stretching your courage. Progress is uncomfortable because it demands transformation, and transformation is rarely gentle. But every effort you make, every challenge you endure, and every mountain you climb is moving you closer to the person you are destined to become. Ease may feel comforting, but it does not build greatness. What builds greatness is the willingness to evolve, to keep growing, to keep learning, to keep rising even when the journey tests you. So embrace progress, not ease. Celebrate the small victories, honor the struggles that sharpen you, and trust the process that is shaping your future. For in the end, it is not an easy life that defines you, but a life where you chose to grow stronger every time the world demanded more from you. Every hardship is a lesson. And though the world may test you in ways you never expected, each moment of difficulty carries within it a seed of wisdom waiting to be discovered. Hardship does not come to destroy you. It comes to refine you. It comes to carve away the parts of you that no longer serve your growth. It comes to awaken a deeper understanding of who you are and what you are capable of becoming. When life feels heavy and the path grows uncertain, remember that the struggle you face is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign that life is teaching you something essential, something you would never learn in moments of ease. In the fires of adversity, character is shaped. It is in those moments when you feel lost, when your plans fall apart, and when your heart aches with disappointment, that you begin to learn the true meaning of resilience. Hardship teaches patience, for nothing meaningful grows overnight. It teaches humility, reminding you that success is never guaranteed, and that every step forward requires effort, discipline, and gratitude. Hardship teaches compassion, for when you have walked through darkness, you understand the pain of others more clearly. You become softer in heart, yet stronger in spirit. And with every difficulty overcome, your courage deepens, your determination strengthens, and your purpose becomes clearer. There is wisdom hidden in every challenge, wisdom that cannot be gained through comfort or convenience. When something falls apart, you learn how to rebuild. When someone betrays you, you learn the value of trust. When a dream fades, you learn how to dream again. Hardship teaches you to adapt, to rise, and to find meaning even in the most painful moments. It teaches you that life is not defined by what happens to you, but by how you choose to respond. And when you choose to rise, when you choose to learn, when you choose to keep moving forward, you transform pain into power. Understand that hardship is temporary, but the lessons it leaves within you last forever. Long after the struggle has passed, you will carry the strength it gave you. You will carry the clarity it revealed to you. You will carry the resilience it built within you. And one day, when you look back at the moments you thought would break you, you will realize they were the very moments that shaped you into someone wiser, braver, and more grounded than before. So do not fear hardship. Do not run from it. Stand firm, breathe deeply, and let it teach you. Let it sharpen your mind, strengthen your heart, and guide your steps. For every hardship you endure is not a barrier, it is a bridge leading you to greater understanding, deeper wisdom, and a stronger version of yourself. Embrace the lessons, embrace the growth, and trust that every challenge is preparing you for the greatness that lies ahead. Strength is built in silence, in those unseen hours where no applause is given, no recognition is offered, and no audience is present to witness your effort. It is in these quiet moments that your true character is forged. When the world is still and you are left alone with your thoughts, your doubts, and your determination, that is where resilience takes root. Many people chase the spotlight, believing that greatness is born in the eyes of others. But the truth is far different. Greatness begins in solitude, where you choose discipline over distraction, purpose over comfort, and growth over ease. It is when no one is watching that your spirit is tested most honestly, and the strength you build there becomes the foundation for everything you will one day achieve. In the silence, you confront the parts of yourself that the world never sees. You face your fears, your insecurities, and your uncertainties without hiding behind a mask. You learn to push forward even when motivation is low, even when encouragement is absent, even when the path feels lonely. These are the moments that shape your resilience. Every early morning when you rise before the sun, every late night when you stay committed to your vision, every sacrifice you make when it would be easier to give up, these acts become the bricks that build your inner fortress. And though the world may not notice, your future self will thank you for every silent struggle you endured. True strength does not need an audience. It does not seek attention. It grows in the quiet discipline of daily choices. When you decide to work on your craft, even though no one will praise you, your skills sharpen. When you choose to stay consistent, even though no one sees your progress, your endurance deepens. When you persevere through challenges in isolation, you develop a courage that cannot be shaken by public opinion. Silence teaches you to rely on your inner voice, not the noise around you. It teaches you to fight for your goals because they matter to you, not because they are seen by others. There will be times when loneliness feels heavy, when progress feels invisible, and when doubt whispers that your efforts are meaningless. But these moments are part of your preparation. The silence is not a punishment. It is a sanctuary where resilience is crafted, where vision is strengthened, and where purpose becomes unbreakable. The greatest victories are born from battles fought in solitude. The strongest leaders, the wisest minds, the most resilient souls all grew through seasons of silence. Seasons where they worked tirelessly without applause, knowing that real growth does not need validation. So embrace the silence. Let it become your training ground. Allow it to refine your discipline, strengthen your resolve, and sharpen your spirit. Trust that every quiet effort is building something powerful within you. For when the time comes for the world to witness your strength, they will see not just the results, but the silent resilience that made them possible. Courage is choosing to rise again, even when your legs shake and your heart is heavy with doubt. It is the quiet decision you make in the darkest moments of your journey, when fear whispers that you have reached your limit, when failure feels too close, and when giving up seems like the easiest path. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the strength to act despite it. It is the determination to lift yourself from the ground, to straighten your back, and to keep moving forward long after your strength has been tested. Every time you rise after a fall, you reclaim your power. Every time you refuse to surrender, you declare that your purpose is greater than your pain. There will be moments in life when you feel defeated, when your efforts seem invisible, and when your progress feels painfully slow. In those moments, courage becomes your anchor. It is the choice to try again, to take another step, to breathe in hope, to trust that you are still on the path meant for you. Rising again does not mean pretending everything is perfect. It means believing that you still have something left to give. It means accepting that setbacks are not the end of your story, but the beginning of your strength. Courage teaches you that every fall contains a lesson and every rise contains a transformation. When everything in you wants to quit, courage is the voice that tells you to stand up once more. It reminds you that your destiny is not shaped by how many times you fall, but by how many times you rise. Your setbacks do not define you. Your resilience does. Life will test your spirit not to weaken you, but to reveal the depth of your determination. You rise even when you feel broken, because somewhere inside you knows that the struggle is sculpting you into someone stronger, wiser, and braver than before. Each rise builds a new layer of resilience, and over time those layers form an unshakable foundation. Courage is also choosing to stand for something even when standing alone. It is holding your purpose close to your heart when others doubt you, misunderstand you, or fail to see the vision you carry. It is trusting your journey when the path ahead is unclear. True courage is not loud, it does not always roar. Sometimes it is a soft whisper that says, "Get up, try again." Sometimes it is a trembling step forward, taken with faith rather than confidence. Yet every courageous act, no matter how small, carries you one step closer to becoming the person you were meant to be. So rise even when you are tired. Rise even when fear grips your chest. Rise even when the world expects you to stay down. Your courage is not measured by the ease of your victories, but by the strength of your spirit when the world feels heavy. Each time you rise, you reclaim your purpose, renew your hope, and move closer to the greatness that awaits you. Mastery comes from persistence, from the steady and unwavering commitment to show up even when progress feels slow, even when the results are not immediate, and even when the journey tests every ounce of your patience. True mastery is not a gift granted to the talented, it is a reward earned by the persistent. Every great achievement in history, every powerful leader, every extraordinary skill was built through repetition, discipline, and a willingness to continue long after others have stopped. Persistence is the bridge between who you are and who you have the potential to become. It is the force that shapes your abilities, sharpens your vision, and molds your spirit into one capable of greatness. When you begin something new, it is natural to struggle. It is natural to make mistakes, to feel uncertain, and to question whether you truly have what it takes. But mastery is not about avoiding mistakes, it is about learning from them. Each attempt teaches you something. Each failure reveals a weakness you can strengthen. Each setback opens your eyes to a new way forward. Persistence transforms confusion into clarity, weakness into strength, and doubt into confidence. As you continue to show up, day after day, moment after moment, you begin to see that every effort, no matter how small, is shaping your future mastery. There will be days when motivation fades, when the excitement you once felt is replaced by frustration or exhaustion. On those days, persistence becomes more important than ever. You must remind yourself that mastery is built not in moments of inspiration, but in the quiet hours of consistency. It is built when you choose discipline over distraction, when you choose progress over comfort, and when you refuse to let temporary challenges steer you away from your long-term vision. Persistence is the strength to keep going, even when the world offers you reasons to stop. As you walk your path, understand that mastery is not a destination, it is an evolving process. There will always be more to learn, more to refine, more to improve. Each step you take expands your abilities. Each day of dedication elevates your skill, and each moment of perseverance brings you closer to excellence. The world sees the final achievement, but it rarely sees the early mornings, the long nights, the relentless practice, and the quiet sacrifices that made it possible. Yet it is these unseen efforts that define your journey. They are the foundation upon which mastery is built. So keep showing up. Keep practicing, keep refining your craft even when progress seems invisible. Trust that every effort counts, even the ones no one applauds. Every minute you invest, every challenge you overcome, and every moment you persist builds the master within you. With persistence, there are no limits to what you can accomplish. And one day when you stand firmly in your excellence, you will look back with pride, knowing that it was your unwavering commitment, your refusal to quit, that turned your potential into mastery.